The Super Bowl, the football game that stops the whole country while you stuff your face and actually watch the commercials. Today we're counting down the 7 best ones in American football history. Stick around. Your favorite football game might be number 1. The 2000 Super Bowl brought us one of the most dramatic finishes in NFL history. The St. Louis Rams came in as the heavyweights, boasting the greatest show on turf. With MVP quarterback Kurt Warner, do-it-all running back Marshall Faulk, and speedy receiver Isaac Bruce, they were putting up points like they had rookie mode activated in Madden. Most of us thought the Titans were about to get steamrolled, but Tennessee left the memo on red. Spoiler alert for the rest of this segment. The Rams ended a 49-year championship drought with this win. Their last title was all the way back in 1951 when they were still in Los Angeles. The Rams jumped out to a 16-0 lead, and it looked like we were heading for that blowout. But the Titans weren't done just yet. McNair led an epic comeback, tying the game at 16 with just over 2 minutes to play. Then Warner dropped back and uncorked a 73-yard bomb to Isaac Bruce for the go-ahead touchdown. It felt like the dagger, but Tennessee had one last shot. Final play of the game. Titans down by 7. Ball on the Rams' 10-yard line. McNair hit Kevin Dyson on a quick slant, and for a split second, it looked like we were headed to overtime. But then Rams linebacker Mike Jones made a perfect tackle, stopping Dyson 1 yard short. Heartbreak for Tennessee, jubilation for St. Louis, and an ending that's still replayed every year during Super Bowl week. Super Bowl XIII wasn't just a football game. It was a Hall of Fame reunion waiting to happen. With a record 20 future Hall of Famers on the field, this was a clash of NFL titans. The Pittsburgh Steelers, led by Terry Bradshaw and their iconic steel curtain defense, faced off against the defending champion Dallas Cowboys, starring Roger Staubach and the legendary Doomsday Defense. Played at the Orange Bowl in Miami, this was a battle for the ages and for NFL history. This was the first Super Bowl rematch. The Steelers had edged out the Cowboys in Super Bowl X, and now Dallas was out for revenge. Adding to the stakes, both teams were chasing history, trying to become the first franchise to win 3 Super Bowls. The game itself felt like Frazier versus Ali in Manila, with both teams trading blows all night. Bradshaw threw 4 touchdown passes, putting on a clinic, but Roger Staubach kept Dallas in it with some late-game magic. And then came the moment that still haunts Cowboy fans. Tight end Jackie Smith dropped a wide-open touchdown in the end zone. It's a play that Dallas fans still wish they could delete from history, and it's been replayed on blooper reels ever since. Despite the heartbreak for Dallas, the game stayed close until the fourth quarter, when Bradshaw and the Steelers closed it out, winning 35-31. It was an unforgettable showdown that cemented the Steelers' legacy as the team of the 70s and one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history. Super Bowl 52 gave us one of the greatest underdog stories in NFL history. On one side, you had the New England Patriots led by Tom Brady, the guy who makes winning Super Bowls look like a hobby. On the other, the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that had never won a Super Bowl, led by backup quarterback Nick Foles. Most of us thought we knew how this one would go, but man, did the Eagles flip the script. The Eagles entered this game as 4.5-point underdogs, making them the biggest Super Bowl underdog since the 2007 Giants, who also beat the Patriots. Coincidence? We think not. The game was an offensive shootout from start to finish, with both teams trading touchdowns and racking up over 1,100 total yards, the most in any game in NFL history. But the moment we all remember? 4th and goal, second quarter. Nick Foles trots up to the line, fakes the call, and suddenly the ball is snapped to Corey Clement, who tosses it to Trey Burton. Burton then lobs it to a wide-open Foles in the end zone. Boom! The Philly special was born, and it went straight into Super Bowl lore. Brady and the Patriots weren't done, though. The GOAT threw for over 500 yards, but the Eagles' defense made a game-winning strip sack in the fourth quarter to seal a 41-33 victory. It was Philly's first Super Bowl title, and the kind of game that reminds us why we love football. Super Bowl XXV wasn't just a football game. It was pure tension for 4 quarters. Played in Tampa, Florida, this matchup featured the high-powered Buffalo Bills offense against the gritty New York Giants defense. If you're a part of Bills Mafia, you know this pain all too well. This game was just the beginning of a heartbreak-filled Super Bowl run. The Bills, led by Jim Kelly and their unstoppable K-gun no-huddle offense, came in as favorites. But the Giants, coached by Bill Parcells, had a secret weapon, their defensive coordinator, a guy named Bill Belichick. Belichick crafted a game plan designed to slow down Buffalo, and let's be honest, this was the first time he started torturing the Bills, and eventually the rest of the NFL. The Gulf War had just begun a week before this game, and Whitney Houston's performance of the national anthem became so iconic it was released as a single and topped the charts. The game itself was a chess match. The Giants controlled the clock, with backup quarterback Jeff Hostetler leading long, grinding drives to keep Buffalo's offense on the sideline. But the Bills still had their chances, thanks to Thurman Thomas, who racked up 190 total yards in a heroic effort. Then came the final moment. The Bills trailed 2019 with 8 seconds left. Scott Norwood lined up for a 47-yard field goal to win it all. The snap, the kick, and Buffalo heartbreak. The Giants won, and Norwood's miss became one of the most infamous moments in NFL history. Super Bowl 49 was supposed to be a battle of the Titans. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots against Russell Wilson and the defending champion Seattle Seahawks. And boy, it did not disappoint. Played in Glendale, Arizona, this game had everything you could ask for in an NFL classic. Huge plays, high drama, and one decision that still makes us all scream at our TVs. The Seahawks' Legion of Boom defense came in as the NFL's most feared unit, while the Patriots were looking to add to their dynasty. After a tight first half, the game exploded in the second, with Brady throwing 4 touchdowns and Wilson leading Seattle on 2 stunning scoring drives. Then came the final sequence, one that's burned into every American football fan's memory. This game was the most watched Super Bowl ever, with over 114 million viewers tuning in. So yeah, a lot of us saw this heartbreak live. The Seahawks were down 28-24, but drove all the way to the Pats' 1-yard line with under 30 seconds to play. Marshawn Lynch was in beast mode all game, so naturally everyone expected a handoff. But instead, Wilson dropped back and threw a slant. Patriots corner Malcolm Butler jumped the route, intercepted the ball, and sealed the game. Just like that, the Patriots won, and Seahawks fans were left wondering forever, why didn't they run the ball? Super Bowl 51 gave us the greatest comeback in NFL history. Buffalo owns the original Super Bowl heartbreak, but Atlanta said, hold my beer. On one side, you had the Falcons, looking for their first Super Bowl title. On the other, the New England Patriots, led by Tom Brady, trying to cement their dynasty even further. What started as a one-sided blowout turned into a game no one would ever forget. The Falcons dominated early, building a 28-3 lead late in the third quarter. Matty Ice, aka Matt Ryan, was throwing dimes, and Atlanta's offense looked unstoppable. But then Tom Brady remembered he was Tom Brady in the second half, and the Patriots started chipping away. No team in Super Bowl history had ever come back for more than 10 points down. Brady and the Patriots erased a 25-point deficit. A touchdown here, a stop there. Julian Edelman made one of the craziest catches you'll ever see, snagging a tipped football inches from the turf. The Falcons, they froze, unable to get out of their own way. By the end of regulation, it was tied 28-28. Overtime. The Patriots marched down the field, and James White punched it in for the game-winning touchdown. Just like that, New England won 34-28 and 28-3 became the most infamous number in American football history. Super Bowl 42 gave us one of the greatest upsets in American football. On one side, the New England Patriots entered as heavy favorites, boasting a perfect 18-0 record and an offense that felt like it came straight out of Madden. On the other side, the New York Giants, a scrappy wildcard team led by Eli Manning, were just happy to be there. Or so everyone thought. The Patriots were 12-point favorites, and Vegas had them as the biggest Super Bowl favorite in nearly 2 decades. But as we all know, the biggest favorites don't always win. The Patriots struck first, with Tom Brady connecting with Randy Moss for a late touchdown to take a 14-10 lead. It felt like business as usual for the Pats, but then came one of the wildest plays in NFL history. Eli Manning somehow escaped a sack, launched a prayer downfield, and David Tyree answered it by pinning the ball to his helmet in double coverage. Seriously, how did that even happen? With the Giants alive, Manning found Plaxico Burress in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Just like that, the Giants pulled off the upset of the century, winning 17-14 and spoiling New England's shot at perfection. Somewhere the 1972 Miami Dolphins did a little dance, knowing they'd remain the NFL's only undefeated team. So that's our list of the 7 best Super Bowls of all time. Now you owe us a like, comment, and subscribe, because these facts are guaranteed to make you the coolest fan at your Super Bowl party. Did we hit your favorite game, or did we miss one? Let us know in the comments.